Good morning, True Loving Fishing. How we doing, guys? So I didn't lie to you. I don't just have a kayak, we do have a boat. So I know the last few videos have all been kayak fishing, kayak content, but today we got the boat out and we're solo. So I got a lot of work to do, but sometimes by yourself you can get a lot of fishing done as well. We're gonna head out. We are in St. Augustine, Florida. We just put in at Volano, and we are gonna head out to the intercoastal waterway. We're gonna fish some of these creeks, and it's the same species. We're going for redfish, trout, but today we're gonna target some flounder, which we haven't had recently on the channel, any flounder. We're gonna ease out of this cut here, head to the intercoastal, and then we're gonna be riding out. Once again, thanks for joining us, and I hope we have a great day and I'm able to give you guys some great footage. We'll see you soon. The boat, so you guys know what we're working with here. I fish on a Sportsman Masters Platinum 227. A trolling motor up front, power poles on the back, Yamaha 250 VMAX. I love this setup. This setup allows me to get shallow. I can draft about 11 inches of water, but I also comfortable enough for that family day. Decent waves, very stable boat, very good boat. Let's see if it can do as good as the kayak, because it costs a lot more. We'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. This gives you a little bit of a feel of what we're fishing here. It's a river off of the intercoastal. Some people call them creeks, but it's technically a river. And if you look on the edges, you're going to see little feeder creeks coming off of this. And when the tide's low, which it's going out now, we're about probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours from dead low. They're going to be lined with oyster beds, with pretty much passes going in between them up into these feeder creeks, and that's what we're going to target when this tide starts going low. And once again, this is for beginners. If you're experienced, you know this, but bait fish get up in those creeks. They're safer up there. The predators are going to wait at the mouth, and when that tide starts going out and the bait has to go out also because it's drying up, the predator fish are waiting at the mouths to pick them off, and that's exactly what we're going to do. World record, smallest redfish in the world. Oh man, look at that little guy. That's crazy, isn't it? That fish was born very recently. Jig head right in the top of the jaw. All right, let's get him released, guys. It's a little bit farther than I want. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, he let it go. He let it go. All right, we pulled up to this spot right here. I want you to look at these oyster bars. See how the creeks dumped out into this area, and all this bait fish around these oysters. How I know it's a good spot too, you see that splash right there? Porpoise is doing the exact same thing I'm doing. Catching bait fish, catching redfish. They're having a heyday. But look at this Mac Daddy right here that I'm about to throw out there. Look at this bait out here. They got so much to eat, I can't catch them. It's craziness. All right, we got a little something here. It's not putting up much of a fight right now, but we will see. All right.
Threw a shrimp up around them oysters. Got a little something on here. Wild head shakes. Little snapper. Yeah, look at that guy. Pretty little fish, but not what we're after. I'll send him back. Did you see them fins come up? They'll get you. You see them? Folds them down. All right, very next cast, as soon as it hit the water, another hit, a little bit better fish. Tracked all the way from the bow to the left, coming to the surface now. Oh, don't be one of those guys. Oh, it's a ladyfish, which is great redfish bait if we can get them. They're hard to land, I'll tell you that. Look at that fish where it's hooked. I'm gonna say that's due to the angler and his awesome hook setting skills. All right, we're keeping this guy because we are gonna cut him up and use him for bait. Stand by. All right, guys, what I got going on is on this rod here on the left. I took that ladyfish we caught and I filleted it up for some cut bait. I changed the rig to a bottom rig with a small weight fluorocarbon leader and a 2/0 circle hook, and I've got that cut bait sitting on the bottom. Redfish love cut bait, especially cut ladyfish. And then on this one, I'm still throwing a live shrimp on a jig head, and the action seemed to pick up with the tide turn. All right, we're good right here. All right, we just missed that one. He's got the bait, but a good hit. This rod here, if something hits this bad boy, which it looks like something's messing with it, it's gonna start screaming because it's usually a big fish. Cool looking guy. Got some teeth in there, trust me. Great tail. Let's let him go. And there he goes. We finally got a redfish, people. I can tell by the hit. I can tell by the pull. I don't know how big he is, but he's a red. Finally, persistence. Yeah, he's a nice little red. Let's get him up here. Ooh, got a little fight left on him. Great color on this red too. Oh yeah. All right, he's in the boat. Tangling everything up. That's all right. Nice. Check that tail out. They get fired up and them tails get very blue. Been waiting for you all day, my friend. All right, guys, let's keep going. right, guys, how we doing? Listen, maybe it's time to sell this rig. All this fuel, all this maintenance like before, and get back in that kayak where we always catch fish. Today was tough. By myself, that's not the issue. It's just they weren't biting. I probably got 2 redfish total. One was one of the smallest redfish I've ever caught, and the other one was an 18-inch red. Other than that, it was sharks, catfish, one little snapper, and I mean, they just were not fired up today. The water is unbelievably murky and muddy. I know it rained pretty good last night. I'm not making excuses. I should have got on them. That's the bottom line. But I'll post what I got, and I'll post some of the scenery since it's the first time on the boat. And I'm gonna head back to the ramp and take some shots for you guys. Thanks.